green, and bear it. It was springtime, and the Muppets are putting on a huge show called the Spring Showcase. Fozzie went to the Muppet Theater to practice this comedy act. "What's black and white and green all over?" asked Fozzie. "A frog reading a newspaper." "Waka waka." Fozzie heard nothing but crickets. "Sorry, man, but your act is a little too old," says the first cricket. "Well, I was trying to recycle some good material," said Fozzie. "Yeah, that kind of recycling isn't good for the environment," says the second cricket. "Best of luck at the show tonight." "That's it," thought Fozzie Bear. "I need luck." Luckily, Fozzie knew just where to get some. Excuse me, Bean Buddy," said Fozzie. "I heard a rabbit's foot was lucky, and I really need some luck for my act tonight. Would you mind helping me out?" "I would like to," said Bean Bunny, "but I'm in charge of finding lunch for my whole family." There was like for Boca. Since there are dozens of bunnies to feed, it could take me all afternoon. This meadow in the city park just isn't as green as it used to be. "Good luck," says Fozzie. "Thanks," said Bean, and they hightailed it out of here. Fozzie thought of something else that brings good luck. A horseshoe. "Excuse me, Mr. Horse," said Fozzie. "I heard a horseshoe is lucky, and I need some help with my act tonight." The horse whinnied at Fozzie. "You do need help with your act," he said, "but I wear high tops. I never understood the appeal of horseshoes." "I understand," said Fozzie. "Sort of. Good luck with your act," said Mr. Horse. "I am off to soccer practice." "Practice? You know, the field in the city park where we play just isn't as what it used to be." The horse hoofed it over to the park. "I need a new plan," says Fozzie. "I'll just sit in this clover patch in the city park and try to think of one." "Wait, I know. Maybe there's a lucky penny somewhere in this clover patch." Fozzie started looking for the lucky penny. After a while, Gonzo and Camilla walked by their way to the theater. "Hello, Fozzie," says Gonzo. "Oh, hi," said Fozzie. "Don't remind me. I'm just looking for a lucky penny to this clover patch." "Bark, bark, 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 bark," barked Camilla. Or barked. "Camilla is right," says Gonzo. "You should be looking for a lucky four-leaf clover in this clover patch." "That's genius," said Fozzie. "A four-leaf clover is exactly what I need to bring me luck at the show tonight. Thank you, Camilla." Fozzie looked and looked. He sniffed, he searched, he scoured and scammed. He called, "Here, clover, four-leaf clover. Nothing. No four-leaf clovers. It's lots of three-leaf clovers. Horton hears a who, where Horton tries to find the who's on this clover. "Well, I cannot find the luck," thought Fozzie. "Maybe I know someone who can make it." The bear ran to see Bunsen Honeydew from Muppet Labs. "Greetings, Fozzie," said Bunsen. "My assistant Beaker and I were just working on a brand new cloning machine. So if you could see a few hundred Beakers running around, that would be why." "Beaker must be beside himself," said Fozzie, looking at two Beakers standing next to each other. "Get it?" The two Beakers shrugged and said, "Meep, meep." Fozzie coughed. "Well, I am here on official funny business. How can we help?" said Bunsen. Fozzie explained that he needed a four-leaf clover in this time for the show. "Not to worry," said Bunsen. "Beaker needs a four-leaf clover in his diary, the lucky fellow. I think that's why our experiments always turn out so well. We just borrowed and read the clover through the cloning machine." "Meep, meep, 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 meep," yelled different Beakers. "Don't worry, Beakers," said Bunsen. "What could go wrong?" A moment later, Bunsen flipped the switch. The machine's motor purred, the gears clicked, and a tiny puff of green mist shot out. Plop! Something fell Bunsen's hand. "Here you are," said Bunsen. "One perfect, lucky four-leaf clover." "Thank you," said Fozzie, tucking it into his hat. "This is sure to bring me lots of luck tonight." A second four-leaf clover shouted the machine, then a third, and a fourth, and 100 more. "Me," cried the Beakers. "Oh dear." Bunsen Honeydew said. It sees the cloning machine was set to 1 squillion. 1 squillion. That's Fuzzy. How many is that? Exactly a squillion times more than one, answered Bunsen. That's a load of clovers, said Fozzie Bear. A lot of clover was right. 4-leaf clovers are sprouting everywhere. They sprung from the floor, from the walls, from the ceiling. They grew on every chair, table, and lamp. They grew across the lab, down the street, and on every building. Fuzzy looked at the nearest beaker. 4-leaf clovers were growing out of his ears. Meep, meeper, yip. Look at the bright side, Beaker, said Bunsen. Now you're at least 18% more earth-friendly. Plants clean the air, you know. Fozzie hurried over to a clover-covered window. He brushed aside the plants and looked out on a clover-covered street, with clover on the sidewalks, the lampposts, and even the ears. What a clover-covered mess, thought Fozzie. He hurried right over to Kermit the Frog's clover-covered office door. He stopped and knocked politely. Knock, knock. Who's there? Knock, knock, called Fozzie. Who's there? Called out Kermit from behind the door. Kermit? Asked Fozzie. Kermit who? Asked Kermit. Kermit, please let me in. We have a serious problem. Okay, Fozzie, but I do not get this joke. Fozzie came in and shut the door. He tried to explain the situation without making it so bad. Gulp. Kermit, he started. Remember the time we just said it's not easy being green? Sure, Fozzie, I remember, Kermit said. Well, first of all, congratulations, you were right. Second, what if there were a whole lot of 4-leaf clovers taking over the city? It was all my fault. I didn't know what to do about it. So I came to my friend Kermit the Frog. I was really sorry. Just what if a kind of a thing? Fozzie, said Kermit, there's a 4-leaf clover growing out of your ear. Ah, yelled Fozzie. Ah, yelled Kermit. Ah, they both yelled. They're both screaming. I am so sorry, Kermit, said Fozzie. I think I just needed the extra luck for my act tonight. Now for some ironic plot twist, I ruined everything. Maybe not, Fozzie, said Kermit. I think I have a plan. We just need to make a few changes with this show. And we need to clear the path for the theater. Luckily, Fozzie knew some hungry bunnies. That night, the Muppet Theater was packed for the big show, and the crowd grew more green to celebrate. Kermit, of course, still ready for the occasion. Welcome to a special edition of the Muppet Spring Showcase. Yay, Kermit said. Tonight's show is extra special, so it's also the first ever Go Green Gala. Our big city park is just what it used to be, and I think it's time to do something about it. Proceeds from tonight's show will be donated to the brand new Fozzie Bear Lucky Clover Park. The park will have a new soccer field and all-you-can-eat bunny-style beverages for starters. Everyone cheered except for the Bean Bunny family, Mr. Horse's soccer team. What in the actual world? Next, the curtain rose, the Dr. Seeds and Lecture Mayhem played a rock and roll ode of the earth. Next, Miss Piggy and several backup chickens performed a dance of the flowers. Miss Piggy wore a sparkling emerald-colored gown. Sweetums served milkshakes with candy clover. You are explosive. Next, Fuzzy goes on. Waka waka. The audience echoed with huge smiles that had never happened before. Let me read this so fast. I'm speed rounding this. Why did the elephant wear his green underwear? Because it was red in the wash. In the wash, waka waka, not wash. What? They roared with laughter, and they never happened before. What did the recycled bottle say the other one? The haven't I seen you around before? They're laughing. Why do you celebrate Earth Day? We don't know. What? A huge greeting. Everyone agreed it's the best show. 1,000 beakers gave out 100 clover plants to the audience so everyone start the lucky gardens at home. They're talking about what a great show, and Fozzie is explosive. Now, later Kermit and Fozzie are sitting in this clover field. That lucky field may have worked, said this, the same jokes but everything is funnier when you have a 4-leaf clover gets coming out of your ear. Waka waka. That book was very funny and explosive. McDonald's.